feel the air getting colder. I know something's missing here. I need...
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel and the video review of the Skystars X120 Bolt. It is a 120mm micro brushless FPV racer. Comes as a kit, PNP version, Fly Sky version, which I have here today, as well as the FI Sky version. Now let's go over all of the components real quick so we can get out to the field and test fly this bad boy here. It is sporting some Gemfan Flash 2540 tri-bladed props with the 3 holes, and the motors are the 1106 4500 kV Skystars branded open bottom design motors, which is being held with just 3 screws onto the frame like a real racer should. And the frame itself is the true X frame configuration, measuring in at 3mm in thickness, and it is sporting a top plate measuring in at just 1.5 millimeters, and the weight is 88 grams, and it is right out of the box as you see here, and it is the takeoff weight without the batteries. Now it is a 4 standoff design, and the hex screws are holding on to the standoffs, and there are 4 Phillips head screws for the mini F4 fly tower system, consisting of 20 amp BL Heli S 4-in-1 D-Shot ESCs, and the flight controller is the Omnibus F4 flight controller with Betaflight OSD, and it is sporting the 3.2.4 firmware right out of the box. The VTX is a 5.8 gigahertz 40 channel 25 milliwatt 100 milliwatt 150 milliwatt switchable VTX, and the camera up in the front is a 600 TV line 2.3 millimeter lens CCD camera, and it is 60-degree tilt capable, and the field of view is 135 degrees. All right, so let's go and take this bad boy outside and test fly it. All right, here we go, testing out the Skystars X120, the Bolt. What we are going to do is test it out with some 3-cell batteries, 550 milliamp GMB. We're going to do a line of sight test with one, and then we're going to do an FPV flight with the other one. And we also have some Tattoo 650 milliamp 4S batteries, line of sight as well as FPV. All right, so let's go and check that out. All right, here we go with our first line of sight test flight with a 3S battery. Everything is connected. We are good to go. So let's check it out. Very nimble is my first impression right off the bat, and decent amount of power with the 3S battery. I think this is going to be another micro rocket, 2.5 inch this time. There's a little breeze picking up from my left to the right, and we do have directional LED lights in the back, so that is nice. Let's do a little punch out. Yes, this one is a rocket as well. They all are nowadays. So much power packed into these little guys here. It's unbelievable. Yep, do some speed passes. Holy cow, man. You can lose orientation really quick. Yeah, let's bring it in. All right, one more punch out. Yep, you got some hang time coming down as well. All right, let's check out the acro behavior. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, this is going to be a nice one. another fantastic little micro quadcopter. All right, let's go ahead and bring it in and change out the battery to the same 550 3S, and then check it out with that and some goggles. All right, gonna just land it right here. All right, here we go with the Skystars X120, the Bolt. We're going to start off with the 3S battery. Here we go. All right, here we go with the FPV flight with the 3S battery. Arming. And let's check this baby out. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nice video feed, and so far pretty decent with the provided PIDs. Pretty nice, a little jerky because the values are very, very low, but seems like it's doing fine. I tried to fly it, hover it with some Betaflight default PIDs, and it was just vibrating like hell with a lot of oscillations. So they did tune it pretty good so you don't have any oscillations. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty nice. Oh yeah, this thing is nice. Alright, pretty good. Kind of bouncy. 100-meter bush. And we got the Fly Sky. Oh, there's some oscillations there. And a Fly Sky receiver should give us pretty good distance. It's kind of like the equivalent of the D8 receiver, but usually Fly Sky has better distance. Yeah, so far it's looking pretty nice. Pretty smooth. You could probably tighten up the PIDs a little bit better. Like there, yeah. And I'm trying to throttle back up. It does wander off a little bit, but once you start increasing the PID values, you start oscillating a little bit more. So these micro quadcopters, that's one thing about these. You have to lower down the values to so much extreme that you lose a lot of authority and that tightness feel to avoid all of these oscillations when you're throttling up. Okay. Pretty nice so far. Nice little 2.5 incher. And we've been flying for 3 minutes and it is almost time to land. So with the 550 3S, we are able to fly for about 3 minutes, which is pretty decent. Very nice. I think you can even fly this thing in close proximity quarters and stuff. Yeah, very responsive. Doing pretty good. Oop, the battery is very low. Let me land. Alright, that's our first flight with the Skystars X120 with a 3S battery. Not bad. 4 minutes. Alright, here we go with the 4S battery, the 650 milliamp TAT2. Alright, let's check it out. I don't think you even need to fly this thing with a 4S battery, but we're gonna check it out. Holy cow. All right, gotta be careful with the throttle. Yeah, it's a rocket. Hopefully I don't blow out a motor. So let's go ahead and bring it in real quick. All right, let's do a little punch out here. Oh yeah, definitely a rocket. And I'm running the stock PIDs that was preset. So let's go ahead and check it out in acro here. Yeah, no problem catching itself from a free fall. Oh man, just awesome amount of power. It's a little bit too much, I believe. One more final punch out. Holy cow. Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and bring it in and check out the motors. The motors were kind of okay with the 3S. Want to check it out with the 4S though. Yeah, they're pretty hot. Oh yeah, they're pretty hot. So I would suggest flying this thing with 3S battery. The 4S, yeah, as you saw, it is a rocket of a quadcopter, but you are risking some electronic components with the 4S battery on this one, I do believe. Yeah, the motors are getting pretty hot. Yeah, the HGLRC's Hornet 120 also had hot motors, but the PIDs were completely different from this one here. This one, the D values is down to like below 10 preset PID tunes. Now the motors have become warm, so I am able to touch them and hold on to them. So that's right around there. So let's go ahead and check it out with another 4S battery and put on some goggles just for this test. All right, here we go with the 4S battery this time around. Let me go ahead and just show you guys what the provided PIDs look like. And here is the default PIDs that this quadcopter comes with. You go ahead and exit out. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out with the 4S battery. It is the 650 milliamp 4S, the Tattoo. All right, let's check it out. Oh yeah, it's got tons of power upon takeoff right off the bat. And just like the line of sight, yeah, this thing is doing fine. It has no oscillations. Little bit loose though. Oh, good enough. Wow, I was pretty high up there. Not bad. This thing is a little rocket as well. Very nice. Oh yeah. Kind of wanders off after you do the flip. That could be kind of partly my finger. Oh, somebody's burning something over there. Or something is on fire. Yeah, pretty decent. Look at the hang time on this little 2.5 incher, man. Wow. And it's doing pretty decent with the 4S. Not bad at all. There's a little bit of prop wash right there. There's a little bit of oscillations right there. And we're not getting that much of a flight time with the 650 4S. check it out. I'm gonna have to land. Oh wow, I'm getting a lot more better flight time with the 553S. Okay, before I run the battery dry, let me go ahead and bring it in. Oh, wow. Maybe this battery was a little bit on the malnourished side. Alright, let me go ahead and bring it in for a landing right around here. In the shade if possible. There we go. Alright, that's our second flight with a 4S battery, and it did pretty good. I only got about 2 minutes and 40 seconds with a 650 milliamp. So I'm gonna probably do another flight with another 4S battery equivalent to see whether or not this battery was giving me a low flight time. Alright, here we go. We got another 650 milliamp 4S battery. I just want to make sure that the first battery was fully charged and was a strong battery. So I got a second battery, the same one. So let's go ahead and check that out. When you re-throttle back up from zero throttle, it tends to move a little bit. So you gotta gradually throttle up. And we are back up to 14.9, 15.0. So if you just cruise, you'll squeeze out a pretty good amount of flight time. But if you start punching and start doing some hang time and stuff like that, there's some prop wash. Yeah, you're gonna waste out the battery real quick here. Check it out. This is my second battery, so it is not the battery. This thing is power hungry too with the 4S. And that's what I'm finding out with most of the micro quadcopters with the 4S. You get less of a flight time even though the milliamps are higher. Look at that. I got almost 4 minutes of flight time with the 300 or 550 milliamp 3S. And I'm having a hard time getting even 3 minutes with a 4S 650. Oh. But this thing flies pretty decent. Good video. I haven't really had a big video breakup. Okay, there's a 100-meter bush and 150. Oh yeah, this fly sky receiver is decent. Okay, upon turning around, I'm getting a little bit of snow because of the location of the VTX antenna, probably. But look at that. So far, very, very nice video feed. Beautiful day too. Alright, so I managed to squeeze out 2.5 minutes, and it is almost time to land. Yeah, I'm going to hover a little bit more, and I will probably squeeze out 3 minutes out of this one. Alright, so we're getting about 3 minutes. And I think a helicopter is passing by. I can't see it. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Kind of hard to see small objects with FPV cameras. Okay, let me go ahead and bring it in for a landing. And we managed to squeeze out 3.5 minutes. Most of them, well, not most, but about half of them was just cruising. And some of them was just hovering. But nonetheless, 3.5 minutes. Alright, there we go. Second flight with another 4S battery. All right, so just got done checking out the Skystars X120 Bolt, and this is a rocket of a micro. Another fantastic of a flyer. Flown it with the 3S batteries, the GMB 550 line of sight and FPV, as well as the Tattoo 650 4S line of sight as well as FPV. And this thing is a rocket with 3S, but it is a monster of a rocket with the 4S. And with the 4S battery, the motors do get pretty hot, so I don't quite recommend flying it with the 4S, but you can. It did not burn any motors on my test flight, but it did just fantastic with these batteries here. Just awesome amount of power, more than enough to do whatever you want to do with this thing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check it out with this cheap 350 milliamp 30C 3S batteries a little bit more after the commentary. So there you go, guys, my review and test flight of the Skystars X120 Bolt. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form.
I feel the air getting colder. I know something's missing here. I need your warmth right here. I need you to light a fire. Can you reach me in time? Can you find me in time? I'm waiting just on you. I'm waiting. Are you gonna find me? I need to know you'll be here in time. I need to know you'll be here in time. Can you find me in time? I'm waiting, waiting just on you.